Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo. Oh, I've got the wrong earphone in. Give me 1 second. That ruins the illusion of it, doesn't it? How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Start some music. Oh, it's so loud. 1 second. Sorry about that jump scare there. I'd been listening to music offline, obviously, and I'd cranked it up on my computer. How are we all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. You just opened the door to the jazz club and you closed it again really quick. What's the plan? I thought that perhaps today we would get the touch-up block. I need to recarve a block for, I think it's KJ. Yeah, KJ series. There's a block that needs to be recarved for one of them. I thought we'd do that today, but there's a bit of a wood shortage, so I think I have to go over. There's no rush on that job, so I have to go over and give Dave a hand and make some blocks. We got a bunch of wood sliced. We went to Kanda and sliced a bunch of wood, but we need to put them onto the plywood. So that's one job we need to do. But exactly when we'll do that, there's no date set yet. You were sent by Dave. Thank you. First time chatter, Ruby. Welcome in. Thank you for showing up. Hopefully it's maybe not as fun, but it's better than you expect. Maybe that's all we can hope for. I chewed through most of the wood to make the cherry box I got talked into. Okay, yeah. So you did end up making the cherry box then. Yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. We can always buy more wood. Mustache is looking weird today. We're going to be working on the bonsai print because this is the project that never ends and we're still on the iSki work for it. It's a real embarrassment. I've got to get this done. I've got to put in some late nights to get this thing. I can't look at this on stream anymore. It's becoming incredibly embarrassing. I have a little heated blanket below here and my toesies are cold. There we go. That'll warm up soon. I turned the lights off at the back. I got grow lights up there. But because I don't have the extra lamp there, we will talk about the lamp very shortly. I've got some news on the lamp. But because I don't have that lamp yet, I turned them off and maybe it balances the light a little bit better. The lighting in here is still awful for streaming, but we'll get it eventually. Let's flick over. Look at the block. This is the block we're working on. We've done the clearing work all down the tree itself, all the way to the bottom. It's a long trunk, big bit of dead wood. I think last time we were working on the scrolls, we've got some bark or we got some scrolls we can work on. Yeah. This is a personal project of mine that has taken way too long. And we've also got the large clearing to do here. But I don't want to do any banging on stream, so we'll leave that. I think also, I went a little bit shallow. I think I might, before this is done, some of these valleys, I might take this a little bit deeper and in some of these. It won't be a big job. I'll just, go maybe a millimeter deeper in some of the wider areas. Some of the bits around the edges. You turned a tree into a picture of a tree. Circle alive. Let's get carving. Where is the thing? Hang on a second. I don't think we're on the right playlist either. Add to queue. Cool. Okay, iSki in hand. Where should we do? Should we do branches or scroll? Branches or scroll? Both of them are fiddly, picky, picky jobs. The Windows Notify is really loud. I didn't hear any notification there. Scroll? Okay, we'll move on to scroll. Did you hear a notification sound come up then? I didn't hear anything. There is some construction outside. I'm not sure how much of that you can hear. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it was your computer. I think it was probably your computer. I didn't get any notifications then. Or maybe I'm just gaslighting. Make sure I'm carving in the right spot. Let's do this little section down here. I think the wood grain's actually going the other way. Let me just... Yeah, it kind of wants to go the other way. So let's flip it around. Find our spot. That's not great, is it? Our very first clearing. just caught up a little piece there. Started undercutting the line a little bit, so I just shaved it back. Now that'll clear quick. Sorry about that. Where did I put? Here it is. I was actually pondering the other day what the difference between a tree and a bush is. Bush small, yeah. I think that's pretty much it. You know, scientifically, there is no definition for a tree. Trees are not a thing. And if there is a definition, the most widely, sort of accepted definition is it has to have roots, bark, branches. There's a lot of things that are called nanny nanny tree that aren't actually tree. This is where we get taxonomy Taran coming in. If we go with the bark and branches hypothesis for trees, take that with a grain of salt. There is no such thing as a tree. Just like a berry, there's no such thing as a berry either. But things like palm trees there don't fit in because they don't have either branches or bark. If trees aren't real, what are we carving? We are carving wood. Wood is real. There's lots of things we use in common parlance that don't actually have a grounding in science at all. They're just sort of words. I knew it. Trees are from the government. Hello, Sensei Martian. How are you doing? Welcome in. Should we try out our new? We have a keyboard now, a wireless keyboard. And then we go, let's take that. This is not quite as fast as I thought it'd be. Is it underbar? Did I spell that right? Ah, so close. That's supposed to be super shout out. You'll get it one day. What is the command? Is it not SSO? Since Chicken Meister, you're the person who told me about that. Maybe there's a slash. No, I'm sure. Maybe it's just SO. This is why I never do shout outs and things. Sensei. I probably give up on the shout outs, you know. We don't do them very often, and every time in between I forget. Jesus. Here's my resolution for 2026. No more shout outs. I'm sorry, we don't do them anymore. We've had one blunder right at the beginning. And we're going to save face. Streaming visa stuff. Are you renewing your visa? Good luck with that. So my new visa actually is a 3-year at the moment. But I think I'm actually eligible for PR next year. I hadn't realised this. I'd always, it's 10 years on a standard visa. But on a spouse visa, I think it's only 3 years. I might be wrong. I might be misremembering. But I think next year, there's chance I might be eligible for a permanent residency. And because things might get a little bit dodgy in the future, even though I'll still have 2 years on my visa, I'm thinking that I might just apply for the PR. Because I think it's going to be more tricky in the future. We'll see. Anyway, I don't want to... It's not so much fun talking about visas, to be honest. No problems, just renewing. It's been a busy little week. I haven't had any official work from Mokohankan, but I've been doing a lot of stuff around the peripheries. I wish I could have sorted all my pigments out, but a lot of the stuff I've been ordering taking much longer than usual. Like, I ordered a bunch of pigment bowls and I got an email saying that they're out of stock, and so it's going to take an extra week. And without the pigment bowls, I can't really like prepare all my pigments in advance. I'm still waiting for drying boards. They should be arriving today, actually. Hopefully I've got some good ones, that they're like the right material, because it was a little bit tricky. I think I talked about it last stream, finding the correct ones. If I could see them in shop, I could just pick them up, but they don't really sell the ones I want in standard hardware shops and stuff. It's not that exotic of a material though. It's just getting the big sheets. You want quite big sheets so you can, so the water distributes quite really well from the prints. Oh, it's exclamation mark SSO. Okay. I just got the exclamation mark in the wrong place. Thank you. Anyone here that might be interested in starting woodblock carving, what advice would you give? Starting woodblock carving. There's lots of resources. I'd take a couple weeks and just soak up as much information as you can. You won't remember it all and you won't be able to sort of action any of that advice right away. But as you go forward and you keep like learning about these things, you'll figure out. If you're interested in carving traditionally, or you're just doing it as a hobby, like sort of think about what your goal is going to be long term. How good do you want to get at this? So you wanting to just make it a simple little print because you think it'll be fun, or you're trying to like do this a bit more serious? Sort of have a goal in mind. And that will sort of infer what types of things you need to focus on. For tools, you need a hangito. That's one of these. You need any old piece of wood for your first one. Whatever wood you can get your hands on. This blade is 4.5, by the way. There's lots of videos. And just try and copy what you see. Action what you hear. And have fun. Don't take the first prints too seriously. They're going to look awful. I remember I had to do one in art class. Yeah, that would have been lino. Or linoleum. The main thing is just to have fun with it. Go make one. Don't worry too much about the end results. Try and keep your design simple. In the beginning, probably carving will feel more intuitive. You'll sort of understand what you're doing and how to get good results, and you'll be able to see a lot more of like, oh, okay, this is a bit tricky like this or whatever. And you'll find the printing quite difficult to get nice smooth colours. that mode will go on for quite a while, I think, and then eventually you'll get the hang of making smooth colours, and carving will be the thing that's more difficult to improve. Must be a beginner's woodblock. Good morning, Geist. Must be a beginner's woodblock. I'm not sure what that means. Like a pre-made block. There are a bunch of smaller kits, but my suggestion wouldn't be not to actually do that. There's lots of ways, like if you don't want to worry about transferring the image to a block and stuff like that, you can just draw straight on the block. Just remember that everything will be reversed. I don't think my suggestion would be not to, if you want to make woodblock prints, just start with woodblock. I wouldn't go into lino because it's very different. The tools are different, the feel is different. You can use the same tools, I guess. Yeah, you can. But the feel is very different. Just get a knife, a piece of wood, and go for it. You can get one of those cheap barons. I've even got one of those plastic barons I got given for free. Put some oil on this. Yeah, you can use a knife on lino, but I think most people do cut their lines with just V-gouges, right? Let's go. It's just one line. It's kind of a nerve-wracking block to clear this one, you know. Well, the lines are really delicate and they've all got these little swooshes on the end and stuff, so they're really, really easy to chip these off. You can't even see this one. There is like a little flick on the end that just the strength of the wood itself could really easily pluck these away. What's on my list? I got the Ningajo from Mokohankan. I can show you that a little bit later. This needs to get a bit deeper. The woodworking I've tried doing is super fun, but I don't know if I have any patience for it. Patience is kind of an important thing to have, especially, I mean, you can make a print in a day. In fact, there are streams out there, there are videos out there of people making prints in a day. I'm sure most of you have seen the one from Dave. But the more complex one, absolutely, this is taking, this is a 2-year block at the moment. Those crappy lino tools are pretty awful. Yeah, no fun. Yeah, so we've got the Ningajo to show you today. Please remind me about that. I've got a brush rack I made last night. it's incredibly rough. And in fact, actually, hold that one. Let me let me get that sanded and finished. I just placed it in the studio. I got a bunch of splinters again, and it probably wasn't very good for my hands because I have been having sore hands. We're not going to talk about that today. I have not actually, if I'm completely honest, I haven't searched or found a place to get some physiotherapy, but I will. I'm gonna do it this weekend. Uh, Call me stupid, right? I only recently realised that lino was made from wood products. Previously, I thought lino was rubber. I believe there are a bunch of different materials. I think some of them are wood, and a lot of them are rubber. There's lots of different lino materials. Although I'm not an expert in lino, I don't know much about lino. Are you exercising at all? That's a good question. I was exercising. I was swimming every day. I went for a New Year's run this year. That's the only exercise I've done this year. I was swimming every day, and then the project from Asuka Sensei came along, and that sort of destroyed that. And I haven't been back since because I've been trying to catch up with everything. So one option is to go back swimming, try and get back in the rhythm of that. But I kind of feel like that's done now. Swimming with Dave. No, we live quite far away. The problem with swimming, I really enjoyed it, but it's the taking a shower and getting there and getting changed and getting into the pool, and it all just adds up. And then I want to come back and I want to have lunch as well, and there's just no time to do it all. And I don't think there's any point in just swimming. Well, I guess there is. It's better than nothing. Swimming 1,000 meters. But really, I want to swim, double that. I want to swim 2,000 meters a day to get like the level of exercise I want. So I'm thinking about cancelling my swimming membership and starting something else. Either I go back to running. The weather's cool, so I could do that. And hopefully I don't get any more knee problems, because I am old. Usually I do lots of running in the winter and then swimming in the summer. Are you near the ocean? No. It'd be fun to do some open water swimming. That'd be cool. And I've also been thinking about, you're going to laugh at me, but I've been thinking about BJJ. There's quite a famous branch of quite a good BJJ school here. And I know I'm 30, what are I, 32, 33? I'm one of them. And it's sort of like the midlife crisis, let's go fight, But I have been thinking about that. But again, it's the aspect of time. There are probably other things I would be. I mean, your health is invaluable. So that's one argument. But I also, what's BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Don't worry, I'm not going to become Rogan, like a really thick neck sitting here while I'm doing my carving. I can only run in winter. Simply can't run in summer. Especially in Japan, the summers here are brutal. When I first moved to Japan, like I was a really big runner. Just before I moved to Japan, I was like, I got really into running. And I ran every day for a year. And that year of running started while I was in the UK, and then I came to Japan and I kept doing it. And just the differences in weather. In the UK, it's sort of always grey and miserable. Maybe it's raining a little bit. In Japan, there was typhoons. I still went. There was heat waves. I still went. And just the summers here are so long as well that it's months and months and months. I think like spring and autumn, they're like a month and a half each, maybe. And then the others are like 7 months. That doesn't work. That math doesn't work at all. 5. Gotta get up early in the morning. Nah, it's always all night. It's just the humidity. It's so hot. Cool, another woodblock print streamer. Welcome in, welcome in. We have been here since April last year. Walking uphill. Walking's supposed to be great. If you've got the time, walking's supposed to be some of the best cardio. This is all to say my current fitness it's been construction, really. I've been doing lots of soaring and stuff. But I want to get active again, hi. In years gone by, I always used to do the Yoga with Adrian 30-day January 30-day yoga challenge, but she stopped doing them. I guess I can go back and do some of the old ones. So usually in January I do yoga, and my body's been feeling a bit stiff. So I think I might, regardless of what else I do, I might start doing some yoga again. I doubt that Texas heat is worse than Japan summer. I have no frame of reference. I've never been, so I'm sure there's lots of people here who have done both. Ah, someone's enjoying the music. Thank you. Yeah, it's a vibe. I'm enjoying it. What else? Okay, let's go. Lamp news. I've got some serious lamp news. So I showed you a lamp the other day that I've been kind of like fixated on. I'm obsessed with this lamp. Yeah, nothing more exciting than lamp news. I really need a lamp in this room. I used to have 2 spotlights on the top of a rack pointing down, and they're broken. I've had them for years, and they broke almost in the first week or something. And I took the frame away, so those lamps no longer fit. So I need a new lamp, sort of for filming, and you can see I need a fill. I've got a bright light coming from the flask, but outside of that very narrow band here. Like it doesn't do anything for the rest of the table. And my clearing is like over here. I'm carving here, this is where the light is, and it's quite dark here. That's where the hole in my bench is for my clearing chisels. For my chuck. So I need a lamp. I don't need a really expensive lamp, but I found an antique lamp that I'm kind of into, and I really want it, and I've become sort of fixated. I get like this a little bit sometimes, like it's perfect. The height is perfect. It looks cool. It's going to function really well. I'm going to be moving it a lot, and it's like heavy duty, and it's cool. Anyway, I don't need to convince you guys. I found one on Mercari, and it's expensive. It's antique, but it's like just a little bit too expensive. I don't know if any of you know what Mercari is. It's sort of like I guess it's like eBay for Japan. No stadium floodlights on Japanese eBay. No. eBay's not really a thing. So Yahoo Auctions is one and Mercari is the other. And mostly it's just like individuals moving house and selling stuff. Or like clearing up their closet and selling stuff on there. And it's really common to sort of, when you comment on something, you click the comment box and there's a few like suggested comments come up. And the first one of those suggested comments is like, is there any chance of a price reduction on this? It says it in a really polite Japanese way. Is there any chance of some sort of price reduction on this? And basically any item you click on, like that is in like 80% of all listed items on there. Someone's like, this is nice, I'm thinking about buying it, but is there a chance we could reduce the price a little bit? That's the culture of Mercari. So I went to Mercari. I found a lamp. I'm like, oh, this is really good. A little bit too expensive. If it'd been the right price, I'd have just got it. A little bit expensive. So I put the comment in. I didn't change any of the wording of it. I just put the standard comment in. And I put in an offer. You can put in a bid request. So I put in the comment and then I put in a bid request. And I took like maybe 5,000 yen off it. This is an expensive item. So it's like proportionally, that's not a lot of money off this item. I thought it's the end of the year. Like I've just got a new studio. This can be sort of a special gift. I'd never buy this for me usually, but this will finish the studio. I haven't looked at any of the comments, sorry. So I sent it, and then like 20 minutes later, this guy responds, "Okane ga nai desu ka? Have you not got any money? Are you broke? Are you a broke bitch?" And he sent like 3 of these comments like, I think if you can't afford it, you shouldn't talk to me anymore. So what the hell is going on here? I sent a screenshot to my wife and she's like, what the hell? This is the rudest man. My Japanese is not great at reading. And so if I'm not focused on, like if I see Japanese in passing, I don't read it. But if I focus on it and I stare at it and I go, ah, I, u, e, o, ah, you, e, okay, I can read. But I'm a toddler. And it's always very funny. Maybe we should do it on stream one time and watch Taryn struggle to read something. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so when I see his name, I just go, oh yeah, that's a Japanese name. And then I looked at his name after. And his name is something like, how would you translate it? Like, absolutely no scalpers. Just like really aggressive name. Like, I think it was like, yeah, no scalpers. Damare, you can like get lost. And then I looked at his page, and he's got just so many light stuff. So he's obviously like a shop. This is his business, and I get it. Like, it's annoying, people asking for discounts all the time. And if you're that like sick of people asking for discounts, you put it in the description, like, before putting in a bid, please read my page or something. But he didn't have any of that in the item description. I'd read it, and there was nothing like, look at my page. How often, when you're looking to buy an item, do you just go, oh, let's check this guy's personal page? And in his description, it's like so much stuff about there'll be absolutely no bundles. They don't request price for multiple items. There's absolutely no deductions in prices. So I get why he's frustrated, but like, you can't be that aggressive and angry. He then deleted he deleted the 3 comments he made to me. He was like, are you a broke bitch? Are you a broke bitch? And then he just put one up. I hadn't responded to any of these. He just put one comment up. My name is blocked. I have no idea what kind of badass day he was having. He must have just... It's like he had a mental breakdown. Or maybe he's just like that all the time. Crazy. And so I thought, I'll go and I'll look for some other people selling these Diel de lamps. And I found another lamp and another lamp and another lamp on Mercari. The name, no scalpers, you can all get lost. No scalpers, you can all get lost. No scalpers, he's got all but like 5 of the lamps that I'm looking for. He's got all of them on his page. He's the only person selling them. I checked Yahoo Auctions. It's the same pictures on Yahoo Auctions of the same lamps, and basically no other people selling these lamps. He has a monopoly on the gel de lamp market. Yeah, absolutely. And so of course he doesn't take bundle requests. You can't buy them from anyone else in Japan. He's like collected them all. There's a couple of other lamps, and a couple of the other lamps are all the wrong size and stuff. So whatever. I've moved on, as much as it pains me. I have seen a reproduction. So similar style, not the same brand, probably not as well made, but I think that'll have to do. You broke a man's mind by haggling. I didn't really haggle though. I like said, is there a chance of a price reduction on this? And he lost it. So there's lamp news. There will be more lamp news. Eventually we'll get a lamp. But I'm guessing if I persist on this brand, that there will be more incidences like that. There is one other, do I say this? I found another one. It was incredible. The price was like almost too good to be true. The original price there was like the same as on the other websites, all the ones on Mercari and Yahoo Auctions. But it was like 55% discounted. I thought, oh, it's a New Year's thing. So I quickly went there. And I made an account for this website. And I thought, I'm going to buy this. And I refreshed the page on the item listing. And then I noticed that the view count changed. So it says underneath the picture, there are 150 people watching this item. You know, it's been up for 24 hours, 150 people are watching this item. I thought, ooh. a lot of people watching it. Better buy it quick. Quickly made an account. I was gonna go to it, and then I noticed it's like 246 people are watching this account. I thought that's weird. Refreshed it again. 175 people are watching this. Every time I refreshed it, it was a different number. And then I looked at the website thing, and it wasn't .com, it wasn't .jp, it wasn't .uk, it was .links or something like that. And the name of the website when I clicked on it was like one thing, and then the name on the top of the website was something very different. It was obviously a scam website. Yeah, so I nearly got scammed. So I've decided I need to step back from the lamp for a bit. So there'll be no more lamp news, hopefully, for a little bit. We are still waiting for a reply from the guy who has the reproduction one, but he's not talking. So maybe that won't happen. Lamp first is taken on. It's a problem, you know. Now it's not even about the lamp. It's sort of the inability to get the lamp that's like driving me forward. I'm a smart guy. I can buy a lamp. It's also the fact that I've just been denied. You know, it's like in school, a hot woman rejects you, and then you just want her more. Lamp dragon sickness. Oh, she's so cool. Where's that chisel? I could potentially make my own that as a thing. I won't be doing that though. It's a preposterously priced lamp, new, you know. And the vintage ones are exactly the same price as the new ones. Dragon sickness. Usually I sort of take these as this type of thing happening that like, okay, the universe is telling me I'm not meant to have this lamp. Vintage ones are probably better quality. Yeah, I guess. The universe is trying to tell me I'm not meant to have this lamp. Okay, listen to the signs, see what's going on. I'm not meant to have this lamp. But for some reason, this time, it's got its antique salvage metal hooks in me. I wrote a little reminder, and the reminder for that one was just arsehole. I don't have my brush. It's too far away. Wonder if Taryn wants a Pixar lamp. Yeah, it's not quite as cool. But I think I'll probably end up with something like that. Let's do some picky work in the middle here. What are we at? 50 minutes. What's in the jar? It's a little rag with some camellia oil soaked into it. When I'm adding camellia oil to the blocks, I don't want a lot. You can see that it's only really a touch of camellia oil I've added. So if you squirt camellia oil onto the toothbrush to brush it on, then you get loads. So just a little piece of cotton. I think it's cotton. A little rag anyway, in there with some camellia oil soaked into it. I got an angle poise lamp a while back. Was a little expensive at the time, but I got a cheap compared to the GLD lamps. Angle poise, they're the classic ones, aren't they, with the springs? I think they're supposed to be nice lamps as well, right? They're a heritage lamp. I just want something. The reason I'm obsessed with that lamp. Okay, back onto the lamps, and then we'll be done. One last bit about the lamps. The reason I'm into the lamp is because it just looks so heavy duty. Like I can just move that, scooch it over there. And I did that with my old lamps. And I just moved it one time and it snapped the bolt. It was an IKEA lamp and it snapped the bolt on the bottom that was holding it in place. It's really bothered me that you can't just pull a lamp into place. So I want something heavy duty that I can just sort of shift around, because I will be shifting it a lot. I'll putting it on this side, putting it on this side. And it's also got to be tall enough. It's got to sit on the floor. I sit in a weird position because I'm on floor level and I've got my desk here. But the distance from the desk to the floor, the top of the desk to the floor, is larger than a standard distance from... Well, standard table is like 700, right? And then a seat is 400. This table is not 700, but my platform is at 400. Anyway, the differences are all a little bit off for a standard lamp. A large floor lamp is too big. A small desk lamp is too small. I need something in the middle. If you get two of them, no, it'd be too cluttered. That wouldn't work. And also, for the lighting, you really want like a single direction light for the lighting on the stream. So you get like shadows and definition. Right now it's just all like a single tone on my face and the back here. So there's no depth or anything you can really see. It's not just for the stream, it's also for making videos as well. I want to be able to create some nice mood lighting in here, you know? I think I'm going to start working on this. Once I'm ready, I'm going to start working on this a little bit off stream. I just want to get this one done and start the new block with you all. It's a bonsai block. I can show you a picture. This is the real bonsai. This is the inspiration for it. And then I think this one is the image. This is a rough estimation of what the image we're creating. This is the black lines, so all the black lines in this block. I can make it a bit bigger. You can see that actually the seals are a little bit different. This is what the seals used to look like, but we've changed them now. A bit different. So that's the image we're trying to make. Sorry, I should have showed you that much earlier. It's been a while since we worked on this bonsai block. What time is it now? It's 10:30. Just after lunch today, my son has his big 1.5 year sort of evaluation checkup. Don't know if they do this in all countries, but there's a couple of like important checkups where they sort of, when he's younger, it was just like testing his grip strength and stuff like that. But now it's sort of evaluating, can he stack blocks and stuff like that. They'll check his height and weight, and so that's the big checkup today. So I'll be shifting my work hours around a little bit. Ayano's working from home today. I really need a brush. Give me a second. It's going to start block stacking records here. Oyabaka. What's that? It's Oyabaka. Dumb parent. But I also think that. I definitely think, wow, this is the most blocks a 1.5-year-old has ever stacked. Sorry for not saying hello earlier. I've been lurking. I have the stream on in the background. My overlord's keeping me busy. Ooh. You don't need to apologize. Thank you for having me on in the background. Did you have him read Yumi to prepare? Yumi? I'm not getting that reference. Yumi. Yumi on underscore. Ah, the Nightmare Painter. Yeah, I just got him to figure out the mathematical equation for solving Minesweeper. He banged that out in an afternoon. Is that still a thing? I think there's like $1 million math prize if you can figure out an equation to solve Minesweeper. If it hasn't been done and some of you are looking for a quick buck, then maybe you can give it a go. Except my son's already done it, obviously. Yes, I'll shift my working hours around. I'm not sure if I'll go or I'll look after him when he's back, so that my wife can still do some work, and then I can just work later into the day. my hours are kind of flexible. That's how I can do sort of my own work here on stream in the mornings and stuff. I've been checking the Dorsa calendar for when Dave needs to do some sizing for outside printers, and it looks like no one's putting their name down yet, so maybe they'll put it at the beginning of next week, maybe, but if they don't, then I might just go there. Because he tends to do the sizing on weekends or early mornings if there's streams. So I might just go there and do some sizing by myself. Why do you put a bit of spooky? Hello, hello. Why do you put a bit of camellia oil on your block? A couple of reasons. You can see that the lines are really thin here, and I don't clear the wood beforehand, so there's just the wood is touching like this. And when the black stuff rubs off the top of these really thin lines like this, you can't really see them very well. The camellia oil seeps into the wood, and it makes those seams much more visible. So that's one good reason. The other thing is the wood is sometimes a little bit dry. You don't have to do this, by any means you don't have to do this. But sometimes the wood is a little bit dry, and when it's got that touch of moisture from the camellia oil, I don't know if you call it moisture because it's not water. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm just going to use it. A little bit of moisture from the oil gets into the wood. It leaves it less sort of splintery and brittle. Nicer to carve, basically. Less prone to sort of cracking and popping off. And the third one is that it makes your knives move a little bit smoother. So you don't have to put much. It feels like you don't have to put as much pressure. It sort of glides a little bit easier. And also the oil is good for your blades. So 4 reasons there. You don't have to. Lots of people don't. And I don't always do it. Only on sort of detailed work like this do I use it. Just a little bit of camellia oil. Just like that. You see it, the wood gets just like a touch darker. That's like how much you want. If you put too much camellia oil, then obviously the paper will start to peel up, and at that point the camellia oil is a detriment rather than a help to your work. So like all things in life, moderation is key. You're very welcome. Does it have to be camellia oil, or is that a choice due to... Well, a couple good things about camellia oil are that once it's on your hand, you're going to get it on your face and stuff, and camellia oil is a really neutral oil. It's good for that. Like you can use, when my teacher is being really cheap, camellia oil is the same stuff used for the backs of barons and all that. Any oil we use in woodblock printmaking is, I think, without exception, camellia oil. Yeah, it's a really light. It's not got a strong smell. It's not too viscous. It doesn't like. It's just a really nice, neutral, basic oil. And if you get it on your skin and stuff, like it was also used as like a skin oil and a hair oil. That's why you see the old carvers rubbing the barons on their cheeks, because they were often using camellia oil to like moisturize with and stuff. So yes, it's the traditional oil. Can you use other stuff? Yes. I think it's nicer to use camellia oil because it does get all over. Apply to face, apply to hair. I think hair was the big one, but also I think they used it on their face if they had little dry spots or something. They did that. Young Taryn's fine complexion. I've got some serious wrinkles coming in. Great for wood, great for crow's feet. There we go. We'll put a little bit there. It's also the same. Yeah, it is for maintaining your katana or any blades. It's the same. Samurais would keep a little vial of camellia oil with them. That's the wrong way. So I will try and do some work on this off stream. I don't really want to be doing any of this ice ski work on stream anymore. This is the only real carving work. I've got a bit more touching up to do on the samurai print actually. That got put aside and I was doing the final checkup. So I was going through the kanji in the top. And I got most of it, but there was still like a third of the kanji I hadn't touched up. And I wanted to go through the hair one last time as well. But it's finicky work, you know. It's much easier just doing it perfect first time. And this is, it's like 2.5 times of touching it up as well. I just wish I had a really good copy from day one of that print. But I'll be doing some of that later today. I'll be working on the kanji for that. So we can get that thing printed and we can start streaming some of that. I guess once I'm really happy with that hamster, that'll be the main work we'll be watching on stream for a little while anyway. Maybe that's why the Japanese live so long. All the machines don't rust. It's all the camellia oil they're using. Here's my little point. what was it called? Cream or something? Complexion? Peaches and cream? Never heard that. Peaches and cream complexion. I'm in the wrong place. Spin around. Just remembering now that I actually had a dream last night about this book. This is what it's like to be a carver who's obsessed with their work. I think I don't dream very often. Just as I was quietly carving there, I just had a recollection of a dream. I think I was thinking about the packaging for this print, That's mad. Did anyone think to do a clip of Taryn's little demo of the inside Curls last stream? I tried, but it messed up. I haven't done it. But if someone does, do let me know. I want to see that clip. Maybe I can post it. I'd like to take little clips, turn a few of them into little shorts or reels or whatever. But it's just so much footage to go through and organise. I don't have time to sit through and watch my streams a second time. I haven't posted the last stream either. Come on, it's so slow, picky work. I wish this wood, it's a nice hardness, but it is a little bit brittly, It feels, the reason I'm not going faster with this is because the wood feels like it's going, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe, what can I show you? Can you see here? Is it clear enough? Can you see the little grainy stuff going on here? You're not going to be able to see it. It's sort of like porous. And that type of wood, it's nice, it's hard enough to do this sort of key block. How long it'll last is another question, but I think it'll be okay. Jesus, that's loud outside. But it means that on clearing it, it's a little bit tentative. I have to go a little bit slower because I could really easily pop off these small lines. If a piece of the wood comes off quickly, but there's still a bunch attached, it can knock into another line, and these lines are so delicate that could knock the line completely off. Yeah, sort of fibrous. Yeah. Just checking the explanation was too long for a clip. I could cut it into, put it into video. Where's Discord? Discord! Exclamation mark. Oh, I didn't click. Jesus. Oh, I spat it wrong. Jesus. There we go. I beat you. I still got there first. I have the wonders of technology have brought me a keyboard, but they haven't given me the skills to use it correctly yet. That's just poor craftsmanship. All the gear and no idea with a wireless keyboard. That's how Black Cherry is a lot of the time. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It's not fun. I haven't found the Discord. What time is it? Out for delivery, yes. My computer arm is coming. So from next stream, you guys you'll be right here. Are you guys hearing outside construction, or is it mostly being blocked for you by the compressors? I suppose it's only when I speak you can hear it, right? The music is pretty loud. Is the music loud? Oh, it is much louder than it usually is. I turn it down a bit. That won't be true for the VOD watchers, though. There's no music saved on the VOD, so they'll get the dulcet tones of angle grinders. A little bit of background noise when you talk. Yeah, I figured. That sound's not going to get old at all, is it? Jesus. Man, come right here. Yeah, I think you'll only hear the construction when I'm speaking. That's sort of like why I was hoping it'd be just a quick little angle grinding. So if I was quiet for a little bit, then maybe we could avoid most of the sound. But it seems like he's going to be there a while. What else? Did I mention I finished the block set for the Nausicaa print? And I gave it a really quick sort of color printing just on dry paper. I had a piece of extra Kyogo, so that's just the key line printed on a piece of awazeshi, so the pulpy paper. So I just threw some really like kind of basic colors on and printed it. It's not pretty, it's not clean. But all the blocks seem to be, oh yes, it stopped. All the blocks seem to be lined up nicely. So as soon as the pigment bowls and my drying boards, and I need to get some newspaper. Need to get some newspaper as well. Once they're all here, we can start printing it. Is that why you're waiting for paintballs to do a test print? Yeah, not just the test print, but the main run as well. I want to get printing. I've been doing a lot of like periphery preparation stuff for printing. There's actually a surprising amount of stuff. I had this big roll of thick. It's down here. It's like maybe 3mm flexible. It's not acrylic, flexible plastic. It was like an old table topper for an old kitchen table I made, and I'd kept it. I had like 3 meters maybe, and I'd kept it rolled up, and I've cut it to shape now, and I've sliced like half sliced down the back, cut it into 2 pieces, and folded them over. So that'll be my new. Instead of using plastic bags and stuff to cover the newsprint to keep everything moist inside the packet, I'm going to be using these kind of heavy, sort of rubbery plastic table topper things. But because they were rolled up for so long, they're all curled. So I've had them for a couple of days underneath some stacks of blocks here, where you can see them. This has been down here. These down here are going to be my in and out trays. Tell me the goat on the cliff story regarding the print again, unless you've done it earlier today. Not earlier today. The tree is, it's a yamadori, which means that it was collected from the mountains, and it's the tree species is Rocky Mountain juniper, which is an American tree from the Rocky that exists in the Rocky Mountains. And so I wanted to do some sort of scroll that sort of told a little bit of the origin of the tree, that it's an American tree. It was sort of turned into a bonsai in America. So I did that by choosing an animal that is native to the Rockies. Mountain goat's pretty cool, so I thought I'd do a mountain goat. Thought I'd say give a bit of origin and story to the tree. I thought you said there were no trees. We're using the term colloquially. No, you got me there. You got me there. Actually, trees don't exist. What an obnoxious person I am. Actually, there's no trees. There's not a thing. Bighorn sheep are pretty cool too. I think mountain goats take the cake though for just how derpy they look. But the feet, have you seen them just jumping off cliffs? Recently, I think I saw a little clip of someone strapped a GoPro to a mountain goat. And they just run off the edge of a cliff and just drop hundreds of meters. It's wild. They just throw themselves off cliffs. And they just get up and they're completely fine at the end. Goats are cool. Sheep, whatever. I grew up with sheep. I'm sick of sheep. They're dumb. But goats, that I just said he throws himself. Hey, Goat Pro, if you're well done. But first time chatter as well. They come in with that one. Starting strong. I'll be waiting for your next comment. Hard and fine. Fallen. Harder fallen? Ah, I get it. I get it. Harder fallen. I got it eventually. Sheep, goat, ram. Yeah, those are all things. I think I will avoid it then. Do I dare click your links? I think I trust KP. Oh, this is the one I saw. That's the exact video. Ah, Jesus. You can definitely hear that, right? That's a jackhammer. Is the compressor working? Is that an ibex? Oh, that is an ibex. Maybe that wasn't the video I saw. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I saw both of them. I like animals. Animal videos crop up in my stuff quite a lot. What time are we at? Oh, we're nearly done. Let me... God, we haven't really got much done today. We've done a lot of talking. That's the point in streaming, though. It's okay. Here is a little sneak peek at New Year's card. I think some of you might be on Dave's... Get the white balance. Balance. Some of you will be on Dave's Patreon thing, and if you don't want to see the New Year's print I made that will go on Patreon later, then look away now. We're at the end of the stream anyway. Bye. If you do want to see it. A surprise. Well, I think you saw him printing it as well, right? Spoiler warning, you've been warned. 3, 2, 1. I got it. So this is the New Year card designed by Atali Sento. Not December Sento, no. This is the Nengaja for Mokankan. I carved the blocks for this and I received a copy with a message. I think Dave printed this on stream. Or I'm not sure. I think he was mixing it with Yuki-san, right? I think she printed most of it. think I'd have gone a little bit lighter on this peachy colour. I think in the original, this shadow is maybe, I don't know. I like it anyway. It's nice. It's cute, sweet little design. And I think the decision, there were clouds in here. I think now I can see it. That's the right decision. It's an easy little design. It's nothing too tricky there in terms of like production, but very nice, satisfying. It doesn't need to be difficult to look nice, is the point. Looks very good. I think now that the jackhammering has started, I think we will probably leave it. Thank you all for coming along. What should we do today? Should we flick over? Should we see if there is any potential raid peoples? Anyone we follow? We could get some guitars, some yarn throwing. Oh, someone suggested this guy before. I have to admit that I haven't actually watched any of his streams yet. I don't get much time to watch Twitch. But that paleontology guy, what's he called? Paleontology Zing. Let's raid over there. I think it's kind of odd that he's streaming at the same time. The Dino Dude, yeah, let's go over there. Paleontologizing, yeah. Thank you all for showing up. Please be nice. Say hello to Paleontologizing from me. And I will see you back here, same time. Is it Friday today or Tuesday? I have no idea. It's Friday today. I'll see you on Tuesday. Yeah, nothing else to say. Peace. See you later. Have fun. Start raid. 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.